Hey guys, it's Nat from Pilates Centre WA. We're going to be doing a short mat work class using a chair. So make sure it's just something that's nice and stable, preferably not with wheels for obvious reasons as we move along. Okay, but if you like living on the edge, then maybe wheels would be a little bit interesting. So we want to come and take a seat. All right, you don't want to be right on the edge, but you want to make sure that you can feel your sit bones and you're not using the support of the back of the chair. So we want to use those postural muscles to sit up nice and tall, okay? We want to start by warming up the feet and moving up the chain, okay? So crossing an ankle over the knee, whichever one you like. If this is too much for the knee or the hip, you can always straighten the other leg, okay? So from here, we want to take our opposite hand. So I've got my left leg here, so I'm using my right hand, and interlace the fingers, and you might have to help yourself out again, right in between all those toes. So just like you'd go to the salon, beauty salon, and you've got those little separators when they do your toenails, we'd go aiming for the same thing. It might be quite painful for some of you guys. It's okay. So from there, we are just going to use, and you can use your ankle joint, it can be active, using the hand and the arm to draw some circles. So we're mobilizing the bones in between the toes, ankle joint. Okay, reason being, we're going to be doing a little bit of ballet style work. We're working through pliés and releves. Wasn't a previous ballerina in another life, so be pre-warned, it's not going to be very pretty. But we need to make sure that these bones and muscles are ready, okay, to take that load that we're going to put through it. So we're just going to go a few more there, breathing normally. All right, see if you can get your fingers a little deeper in there. All right, I know it can be a little bit tender there. One more time, all right, and then taking the fingers away, sitting up nice and tall, same leg, so left arm, left leg, breathing out and pressing the knee down to the floor, and breathing in and releasing. So maintaining that beautiful posture. Beautiful, guys. Again, if this is too much, extend the opposite leg as we just did. We're going to aim for another 4, so 6 roughly in total. Beautiful. Last 3. Don't cause yourself any pain doing these. 1 more. Beautiful. From here, I'm just going to sit a little further back so I can get my foot on the edge of the chair. I'm going to bring that left knee a little higher and try to get the heel on the edge of the chair. Now, you might find you go here and you're like, I can't even get my hip up. If that's the case, just drop the knee over, all right, and you can copy us as we go through this series. So both hands are going to wrap around the outside of the knee. Very important to keep your posture. We're going to breathe out and pull the knee to the opposite shoulder as we twist. So use your gaze to look behind your shoulder and release. Okay, so up tall, breathe out, pull knee to opposite shoulder, have a little look over and release. Okay, if you're wanting more, you just try to bring the heel up closer towards your bum, okay? Beautiful, guys. We're going to go 3 more. It can be surprisingly strong, this one. It looks quite gentle. Last 2. And last 1. Awesome. All right. Releasing the leg, and we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So, opposite ankle over the knee. You'll notice as soon as I do this, this hip is just a little bit tighter than the other. If you're finding you get something similar, it's okay. So taking your fingers, again, you might have to use your other hand to help you out there, getting them right in between those toes. Okay, sitting up nice and tall and circling, right? Now this is good for you guys to see because some of you actually might be in this position throughout. So if you're here and you're like, wow, that's really uncomfortable, this is where you need to be. Okay, even if that means you have to lean forward slightly today. Beautiful. Again, try to get that ankle joint moving as well, so make the foot active. Beautiful, guys. Don't be deceived by the beginning. This is just like the nice gentle warm up before we rock and roll today. Lovely. This side's tighter all around for me. Even the ankle joint's a little tighter. A few more movements. And then from here, taking the fingers away, coming to the edge a little more if needed. Sitting up tall and breathing out to press the knee down and release. Okay, so big exhale, pressing the knee down and away and release. I'm going to go another 4. I've had about 7 surgeries on this right hip, which is why there's such a big difference between the two. There's nothing wrong, guys, with having one side feel different to the other. You just got to adjust for your body. Okay. Beautiful. Last one. I think that's a lie. I think there's another one in there. Let's do another one there, guys. Beautiful. And release from there. Sitting further back on your chair. Okay, getting that heel to the edge of the chair if possible. Remember, this side might be tighter for you. Crossover. I'm going to move a little further back to help me out. All right. And then wrapping both hands around the outside of the knee. Sitting up as tall as possible. And exhaling to draw the knee to the opposite shoulder as we rotate the spine and the head and release. Breathe in and out. And breathing in and out. Beautiful, guys. 3 more. Keep that alignment. Keep floating that head away from your shoulders. Last 2. And last one. Beautiful. Alrighty. Uncrossing the legs. Finding that hip distance position with your feet and maybe coming a little closer to the edge from here. So lengthening up nice and tall. We're going to bring our arms into a T position. And on our next breath out, we're going to side bend to the right. So up and over. And inhale back to center. Big breath in. Exhale up and over. Tilt that right ear to the ceiling. And back to center. 1 more to each side. And then we're going to go back to the right. Lovely. Now I want you guys to press into your feet to help you to find that length. Flip your bottom palm to face up. And you're going to breathe out and lift and lower. Now, just because you're sitting down, this shouldn't be easy to do. So as long as you're pressing through your feet and you're active, you should feel your obliques working in a really supported way. Keep reaching up. Notice I'm not going down. We're going to go another 4, so 10 altogether. Keep reaching, guys. Push through your feet. Go a little taller. 1 more there. Lower the arm. Bring yourself back to center. Find your sit bones again and up and over to the other side. Again, push into your feet. Find that length. Breathe out and lift. Okay, every time you lift that arm, guys, that's an opportunity to grow a little bit more. So we're not just sitting slumping here. Yeah, nice and active. Okay, usually I do this one standing. Even stronger when you stand. All right, just careful you're not rotating. I just noticed myself rotating a little bit there. So it's like you're stuck between 2 sheets of glass in an ideal world. Last 2. Last 1. And bring yourself all the way back to center. Let your arms relax by your side and bring your feet a little wider than hip distance. Okay. Now, you might find it more comfortable with your arms in, just see how you go. We're going to do a seated roll down, nice and simple. So finding your sit bones, all right, imagining you're peeling from the top of the head down away from the chair. So nodding the chin down, Notice I'm not collapsing here. All right, curling over those bottom ribs. Push into your feet a little bit so that you're not tempted to slump. All right. Keep scooping. Don't let that butt stick out. I'm going to move my hands inside because that feels better for me. All right, and you're just holding just off of the floor. Pelvis should still be upright. Chin is still tucked in. And then relax and just have a hang there. Okay, nice lazy hang. Transfer your weight from side to side. And then pushing into your feet, scooping that belly in. Feel like your pelvis sits back upright again. And keep pushing into your feet as you restack that spine to come all the way back up again. And let's rock and roll. So I'm going to turn my chair side on so you guys can see a little easier. All right. We want to bring our hands onto the top of the chair. Okay. If you've got one that's a little lower, just watch that your shoulders don't end up in your ears. So we're going to walk ourselves back until we find ourselves in a lovely long line. So ears in line with biceps, shoulder blades down, pushing into the chair with an open palm. Soft bend in the knees. I'm going to slide my right leg back. All right. And lift. And lower. Now I'm pointing through the toes. Beautiful, guys. Okay. Trying your best to square your hips up so we're not rotating out to the side. Okay, you've got a great view of your knee here. So make sure that left knee isn't shooting in to the midline of the body. Okay, if anything, it's pressing out. We're going to go another 4, so 10 all together. 3. Lifting right from the crease of the glute. Don't drop into that lower back. Last one, hold it there. All right, now you can keep your hands here, but I'd like you guys to try. Little floating moment. Lengthen the arms, dive to the chair, hold. Elbows come in, fair bit of balance. And lengthen and hold, so long line. Drive off that heel. Lovely, guys. We just got 3 more, so we're just doing 6 of these because we've got a fair bit to go. Last 2. Last 1. Hold that lengthened position. Okay, square up those hips, and we're going to go little pulses. Lifting right from the center of the glute, guys. You're not rocking that pelvis, yeah? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Step the foot down. Have a little drop there through the chest. Reset. Find hip distance. Okay. Plug into those hands. Again, active shoulders. Soft bend in the knees. Sliding that left leg away as needed. Square up those hips. Off we go. So 10 lifts. All right. Again, guys, watch that drop in that lower back. If you're not sure, you can do what I'm doing here and actually rest the hand there to make sure you don't feel a big dip. So belly in. Crown stretching forward. Fantastic, guys. I forgot to count. Surprise, surprise. I'm going to go 3 more. 2. 1. Hold. Okay. Hands come away. Woo, this is my dodgy side. We come all the way up. We dive for the chair. We lengthen. Take a moment. Belly in. Drive through the heel. Great challenge between the 2 sides. And lengthen. Great, guys. 4 more. Woo. Blooper reel coming at ya. Good stuff. Just makes us more human, right? Last two. Oh, can this leg hang in there? I think it can. Last one. Oh, just. And reach, reset, and we hold and we pulse. Beautiful, guys. Keep the length. Lifting right from the center of the glute, not the lower back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step the foot down. Reset hip distance. And just sink from the chest, not from the lower back, right from the center of your heart. Let those hamstrings stretch out. And then walk yourself in and turn yourself side on. So we want to find our little V position, okay? Really squeezing those heels and spiraling those thighs out. You can use the chair for stability, opposite hand on the hip, all right? Keep the squeeze of those heels and lift and lower. Beautiful. So length through the spine, grounding those big toes down into the ground. Okay, keep those heels glued together. It's the one thing you'll keep losing. Keep connecting there. Beautiful, guys. We're going to add on. So we're going to lift. Beautiful. Little bend, squeeze, and lower. Heel raise, little bend, squeeze, and lower. Beautiful. I'm sure there's official ballet names for this, but my version is little squeeze and bend. So apologies to all the ballerinas out there, Casey. Lovely, guys. Squeeze and together. Awesome. We're going to hold here. Find your balance. Check your center. And we're going to pulse. Where the shakes start to happen. Squeeze those heels. Beautiful, guys. Notice I'm not bearing down on that chair. It's just there for support. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Squeeze and lift. Lower down. And let's do the other side. So, find your little V again. Free hand on the hip. Beautiful. Adjust as you needed to. Reset. And we just start with our heel raises. So I want you guys to have a look at my tush for a second. Just notice what happens when I let those heels separate and relax. There's not a lot of connection there. So keep the squeeze, keep the spiral, and then all of a sudden you should see a bit of a lift. And you should feel a bit of a lift. 2 more, and then we're adding on. Straight up, shouldn't be swinging forward. All right, hold, bend, squeeze, and lower. Beautiful, guys, and lower. Keep the length in the spine, all the way to the top. Don't lose that heel squeeze. All right, every single movement, recheck, are those heels working? Perfect, we got another 4. All right, make sure those knees are spiraling out. It's okay if they go over the toes, guys, as long as that feels okay for you. We are going to hold the last one, recheck the spine, and pulse. Remember, arms should be light here, guys. All right. Spiral those knees out. Keep squeezing those heels together. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Squeeze, lower down. And we're ready for round 2. So we're going to give our legs a break. Going to walk the chair back a little bit. You guys just stay where you're at. And we want to come and take a seat right on the edge. Okay? Now, the more of your tush you have on the chair, easier it is. Pretty simple. Okay, so we're going to start with the hands on either side of the hips, legs together. From this position, all I want you to do is push down into the arms. Okay, now look at what just happened with my head and the rest of my posture. Lovely. So let's do that one more time. Let it collapse. Press. Your aim is not to lose that. Okay, now we're going to drop the bum just off the edge of the chair. Just off, not here. All right, so you're in line with. Stand into your feet as much as you like to begin. And we're going to lower down, maintaining that posture, and press up. All right, so keeping that feeling of lifting up throughout. A lot of people will end up here or here. All right, arms are there to obviously give you your support, but your feet are going to help a lot. If you would like less support, lengthen those legs out. Okay, you may have to adjust accordingly. Make sure the spine is long. There you go, have a little play and lift. Okay, so you guys choose what works for you. Keeping the belly in, elbows together, crown reaching up. We've got 2 more. Last one. Hold. If you're in this position, I'm going to just show you there. We're going to just press up, open the chest, and let it come back. Press up, open the chest, lift the hips, and let it go. If you're here, same thing, guys. All right, press and lift, engage with the feet, look up, open, squeeze the shoulder blades, and release. So pick what works for you. Little dip, open. All right, a little dip, open. Hold, everybody. Squeeze, lift. Lower down one more time, walk it in. Take a seat. Give those shoulders a little shaky shake. And we're going to finish up with the hips. So, standing up. All right. Now, if you find your balance is just not a thing, you can actually do this holding onto the chair with your leg just behind you. So, see how you go with these. So I'm going to start with my left foot forward and my right foot's going to rest on top. Play with it, guys. This might not work for you. Step wider. Don't use the chair. Whatever works. From this position, long line in the spine, I'm going to go into a squat. All right, I'm sending this back knee almost like it's trying to go under the chair. And then I'm driving off this front heel. So into my squat position, sitting back, bums reaching for the chair. Arms wherever work, guys. I just like holding them together. So I pray I don't embarrass myself falling off my chair. All right. Drive off the heel. Perfect. Big toe, little toe and heel, guys. Ground them down. Lovely. We're going to go 2 more. All the way up. Stand up tall. Don't get left in that position. Hold that last one. Okay. Make sure that your bum is reaching for the chair. See what happened to my knee when I did that? Okay. Hold that position. Chest up tall. Gonna lift and lower. Lift and lower. Squeeze to your glute, drop it down. All right, remember guys, if needed, you might just be going there. Yeah, whatever works. 3 more, my bum's about to fall off. 2, 1. Beautiful guys, stand up tall. Whew. Give those legs a little shaky shake. That's why we warmed up in the beginning. And switching sides. So, resting the top of the foot down, have a faff. This side always feels a little tricky for me, so I'm going to go wider than I was on the other side. Beautiful, guys. Square up the hips, find your deep abdominals, and we sit back, and we drive up. Beautiful, guys. So sending that right hip back into the socket, reaching back through those sit bones. All right, being careful that we're not arching the back to go down. Beautiful, guys. Big breath out and press. All the way to the top. 3 more. Last 2. And on the last one, we hold. Find our balance. I'm going to go T because I know this is harder for me. Little float and lower. Little float and lower. All right, remember guys, option 2, just tuck the toes and lengthen. Tuck the toes and lengthen. Square up those hips. They're going to swing around. Watch the knee dropping in. Last 3, 2, 1. Hold it there. Stand all the way up. Step off. Give those legs a good shake. Spin around. And we're going to just finish up with a really nice chest opener. So, knees under hips. Okay, you may have to move yourself back or forward according to the length of your torso. Now you've got 2 options here. So elbows on the edge of the chair, hands together. All right, and just sinking the chest down and pressing up. All right. Or the next option, which is a lot more advanced on the shoulders, is to bring the hands, pat yourself right in between your shoulder blades. Okay. And from here, you want to feel not from your belly, okay, but from your chest. You are reaching forward and sinking down. Notice I'm looking up, okay? So sinking forward and down. You're going to notice my lower back does move, okay? But in my head, my intention is to get that point right between the shoulder blades actually doing the movement. And let it go. You can hold the last one. Doesn't have to look pretty, and just have a hang. Okay, have a hang. Shouldn't be any pinching in the shoulder blades whatsoever, guys, so make sure it feels good for you. And then you can hold on to your chair if you like and take a child's pose. Come down onto the floor as you like. Take a couple of nice big breaths. Scoop through your belly and deep abdominals. Re-stack your spine up nice and tall. And that is you guys. Nice work, guys. I'm nice and sweaty. All right, hope you guys got a nice little bit of a burn out of that one. And we'll see you guys again soon for another quick mat work class. Thanks, guys.